Let me ask you something honest. What did you do this morning? Did you wake up with a plan or did you wake up and just react? Because here's what most people don't realize: the difference between someone who is barely surviving financially and someone who is quietly building an empire, it's not their income, it's not their education, it's not even their opportunities, it's their habits. Specifically, what they do every single day without thinking about it. And in this video, I'm going to walk you through every level of financial power, from the person who can't make rent to the person who owns the building, and show you exactly what habits are keeping people stuck at each level and what habits are pulling others forward. This isn't about judging where you are. This is about showing you what's really going on so you can change it. Let's get into it. Level 1, survival mode. Income. Living paycheck to paycheck level 1, survival mode. This is the level most people start at, and unfortunately, the level a lot of people never leave. Not because they're lazy, not because they're stupid, but because nobody ever showed them what's keeping them here. So what does life look like at this level? Every month feels like a race. Money comes in and almost immediately, money goes out. There's never quite enough. And the stress of that, the constant low-level anxiety about bills, about emergencies, about what happens if something breaks, that stress is exhausting. And exhausted people don't make great decisions. That's not an insult. That's biology. Now let's talk about the habits at this level, because this is where it gets important. Habit number 1, spending first, saving never. At survival mode, the habit is to spend whatever comes in. There's no system, there's no plan. Money arrives, groceries, rent, phone bill, maybe a treat because you've been stressed, and then it's gone. Saving feels impossible because there's nothing left. But the truth is, saving comes before spending, not after. And at this level, almost nobody knows that yet. Habit number 2, avoiding the numbers. People in survival mode often don't know exactly how much they owe. They don't check their bank account every day. They don't know their credit score. They avoid the numbers because the numbers feel scary. But avoidance doesn't make debt disappear, it just makes it grow in the dark. Habit number 3, short-term thinking only. When you're worried about today, you can't think about next year. Every decision is made based on right now. What can I afford today? What do I need this week? Next month feels like a luxury to think about. And that short-term thinking, that tunnel vision, is one of the biggest traps at this level. Habit number 4, consuming more than creating. At this level, most free time is spent consuming, scrolling social media, watching TV, not because people are lazy, but because consuming is easy and creating feels pointless when survival is the priority. But consumption never builds wealth, creation does. The exit habit, the one thing someone at this level can start doing today, is this: track every single dollar for 30 days. That's it. Just write down what comes in and what goes out, not to fix it yet, just to see it, because you cannot change what you refuse to look at. Level 2, stability seekers. Income, covering the basics, building a small cushion. Level 2, the stability seeker. This person has made it past survival mode. The bills are getting paid, mostly on time. There's a little breathing room, maybe a small savings account. Life feels slightly less like an emergency. But here's the danger of level 2. It's comfortable enough to stay, but not good enough to actually build wealth. And comfort is one of the most dangerous traps in personal finance. Let's look at the habits here. Habit number 1, the lifestyle upgrade trap. The moment people at this level get a raise or extra income, what do? They upgrade their lifestyle. Nicer apartment, better car, more subscriptions, eating out more. This is called lifestyle inflation, and it's the reason people can go from making $30,000 a year to making $70,000 a year and still feel broke. The income went up, but so did everything else. Habit number 2, saving without a strategy. At level 2, people start saving, which is great, but the savings often just sit in a regular checking or savings account, earning almost nothing. There's no strategy, no goal attached to the money, just a vague feeling that saving is good. And that's true, but unstrategic saving doesn't build real wealth. Habit number 3, trading time for money with no exit plan. The stability seeker works hard, shows up, does the job, but almost all income is tied directly to time. If you stop working, the money stops too, and there's rarely a plan to change that. No side income, no investments, just a job, and the hope that the job stays stable. Habit number 4, learning only what the job requires. At this level, most personal development is job specific. People learn what they need to keep their position or get a small promotion. But financial education, how money actually works, how to invest, how to build income streams, That's rarely on the reading list. The exit habit at this level: automate a fixed percentage of every paycheck before you touch it, even if it's just 5% or 10%. Set it up so it moves automatically to a separate account the day you get paid. Make saving invisible. What you don't see, you don't spend. This one habit alone changes the trajectory of everything. Level 3, the climber's income. Above average, starting to invest. Level 3, the climbers. Now we're getting somewhere. The climbers making decent money. They've started to think about wealth, not just stability. They're reading books, listening to podcasts. Maybe they've started investing a little. They know words like compound interest and index funds. They're awake and they're moving. But there are still some habits here that keep people from jumping to the next level. Habit number 1, the busy trap. Climbers are busy, productively busy, but busy in a way that still trades time for money at the core. They hustle, they grind, and they wear it like a badge of honor. But busyness is not the same as leverage. And without leverage, without systems that work when you're not working, the ceiling is still low. Habit number 2, over-optimizing too early. At this level, people start diving deep into tactics. The best credit card, point strategy. The perfect investment allocation, which budgeting app is superior. They optimize the small stuff while the big decisions, career moves, business ideas, major investments get pushed to when I have more time. This is reverse prioritization. The big decisions move the needle. The small ones just feel productive. Habit number 3, still seeking approval for financial decisions. The climber has started thinking differently, but they're still surrounded by people who haven't. So when they talk about investing, people look at them funny. When they skip a night out to save money, people call them boring. And slowly, social pressure starts influencing financial decisions. Keeping up appearances, buying things to fit in, this is one of the most invisible and expensive habits at this level. Habit number 4, learning without implementing. The climber consumes a lot of content, videos, books, podcasts, courses, but often all that learning becomes a form of productive procrastination. They know what to do. They're just not doing it yet. Because doing is scarier than learning. Failure is possible when you actually try, and so they keep preparing forever. The exit habit at level 3, pick one income stream outside your job and commit to it for 12 months, no switching. One side project, one investment account, one skill to monetize. Most climbers jump between ideas. The ones who reach level 4 pick something and stay with it long enough to see results. Level 4, the builders, income, multiple streams, serious net worth growth. Level 4, the builders. This is where the real shift happens. The builder has cracked something the previous levels haven't. They've stopped thinking about income and started thinking about assets. They've stopped asking, how do I make more money? And started asking, how do I make money work for me? The habits here look completely different. Habit number 1, respect for quality, protecting time like it's their most valuable asset, because it is. The builder has figured out that time, not money, is the ultimate currency. They don't go to every meeting. They don't answer every message immediately. They schedule deep work. They say no constantly to small opportunities, to energy drains, to anything that doesn't move the needle on their biggest goals. Their calendar is a reflection of their priorities, not other people's. Habit number 2, building systems, not just working hard. The builder has started removing themselves from the equation wherever possible, automating finances, delegating tasks, creating processes other people can follow. Building things that generate value while they sleep. Websites, content, rental income, business systems, investment portfolios. The goal is always, how do I make this work without me having to be there every second? Habit number 3, investing in relationships intentionally. At this level, people understand that your network is a direct reflection of your net worth, and they take that seriously. They deliberately spend time with people who are ahead of them. They ask questions. They offer value first. They understand that one conversation with the right person can be worth more than a year of solo effort. And they protect their inner circle fiercely because the wrong relationships drain everything. Habit number 4, reviewing and adjusting constantly. The builder doesn't set a financial plan and forget it. They review their numbers regularly, monthly at minimum. They know their net worth to the dollar. They know which income streams are growing and which are flat. They adjust without emotion, cutting what doesn't work, doubling down on what does. Data drives decisions, not feelings. The exit habit at level 4, start thinking like an owner, not an earner. Ask yourself, what do I own that will still make money in 10 years even if I stop showing up? If the answer is nothing, that's the work. Build the thing that outlasts your effort. Level 5, the empire builders. Income, Wealth at scale, legacy thinking. Level 5, the empire builders. This is the level most people only see from the outside, the people who seem untouchable financially, who have money working in so many places they couldn't spend it all if they tried, who think in decades, not months. What separates them? Let's look at the habits. Habit number 1, they play long games while everyone else plays short ones. Empire builders make decisions based on where they want to be in 10, 20, 30 years. They plant seeds knowing they won't see the harvest for years. They invest in things most people won't have the patience for. Long-term real estate, slow building businesses, early stage companies. They are not chasing trends. They are building infrastructure. Habit number 2, they invest in people more than products. At this level, the biggest returns don't come from things. They come from people, finding the right talent, backing the right founders, mentoring the right person. Empire builders know that human capital is the highest leverage asset on the planet. One great hire or one great partnership can change the trajectory of everything. Habit number 3, they think about legacy before they think about lifestyle. The empire builders question is no longer, what can I buy? It's, what will I leave behind? They think about generational wealth, impact, how their decisions today affect people who aren't even born yet. That kind of thinking completely changes the choices you make. You stop being reckless, you start being intentional with everything. Habit number 4, they stay humble and stay learning. The most dangerous thing that can happen at the top is arrogance. History is full of people who reached the top, stopped learning, surrounded themselves with yes people, and lost it all. The real empire builders stay curious. They still read. They still ask questions. They still admit what they don't know. The humility that got them up is the same humility that keeps them there. Habit number 5, they give strategically and generously, not because they have to, but because they understand that generosity creates influence, trust, and loyalty, 3 things money alone can't buy. And because at this level, the game has changed. It's no longer about accumulation, it's about contribution. The pattern, what every level has in common. Now step back and look at all 5 levels together. Do you see the pattern? Every single level is defined by one thing, awareness. The people at level 1 aren't bad with money, they just can't see the habits that are holding them back. The people at level 5 aren't geniuses, they've just developed the awareness to see their patterns clearly, and the discipline to change the ones that don't serve them. Every level up requires you to let go of habits that got you to where you are, Tuna, because those same habits will keep you from going further. The survival mode mindset that kept you safe will keep you broke if you carry it into level 2. The climber's obsession with learning will keep them stuck if they never implement. The builder's discipline will become rigidity if they stop adapting. Growth requires you to constantly audit yourself. Constantly ask, is this habit building my future or protecting my past? So here's my question for you. Which level are you at right now? Be honest with yourself, not judgmental, just honest. And more importantly, what is the one habit at your current level that you know deep down is keeping you stuck? Because that's the work, not some secret strategy, not a magic investment. The work is identifying the habit that's comfortable and familiar, and replacing it with the one that's uncomfortable and necessary. That's how every single level gets unlocked. Drop your level in the comments right now, 1 through 5. I read every single one, and I want to know where you are so I can make videos that actually help you move forward. If this video gave you even one thing to think about, share it with someone who needs to hear it, because the people around you moving forward will pull you forward too. Subscribe, hit the bell, and I'll see you in the next one. We're just getting started. See you on the next video.